Let's go back to the Gilly Crane hotline. Line number 6, Coach John Olive, the head coach for the Tullahoma Wildcats, joins us on the Gilly Crane hotline. His team back in the playoffs again for the first time since 2014, and they get a win. It was a tough win, but you get a win nonetheless. Coach, congratulations, and thanks for spending time with us.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad to be able to talk to you guys. I appreciate y'all covering us.
Coach, you ran into a Livingston team that didn't have a whole lot of quit in them, did they?
No, they didn't. They battled really hard, and Coach Lamb and his staff, I know, have to be proud of their young men as they battled back and tied the ball game up going into the fourth quarter there.
Penalties were a little bit of an issue as the game went on, and we talked about it in the last segment. You're going to face different crews that call things differently, but still, I know that's going to give you something to work on this week, isn't it?
Yes, big time. We've had problems with that all season long, and tonight was magnified. I don't know how many yards we ended up with, but it's got to be close to 200 yards in penalties. And, it's just frustrating. Part of it, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Sometimes you understand some of the penalties. You got kids giving great effort, and they're trying to make a play and so forth. But some of them were just bad plays by us. And we've got to clean it up, or our season will be over with this time next week.
Yeah, and that's I'm concerned. I mean, not concerned. I'm sure that that's the message that you'll take into that locker room whenever you guys get back together. What's the weekend schedule look like for you guys? I guess you'll trade film sometime tonight. Of course, it's Marshall County. It's a team that you've already seen. Will you work a little extra, looking back at how you did or what you did last week?
The big thing we'll look at when we look at Marshall is they've changed quarterbacks, or at least they've got a freshman quarterback playing a lot more, as they've gone through a ton of injuries and obviously lost their quarterback before the start of the season. So that'll be the biggest thing is for us to figure out, what kind of changes have they made in their offense to try to throw the ball better, as they had gotten bogged down to where all they could do is run the football, and when they were playing against good teams and they were getting beat because they just couldn't move the ball against a good defense. And so that'll be the big thing that we try to figure out is how much change have they made by swapping quarterbacks.
You're going to need a big running game next week from Bryson Korn, and your quarterback Fulton's going to have to play well for you, isn't he?
He is. He's going to play real well. We're really concerned. We've been relatively healthy all year long, and we came out of this ball game in pretty rough shape with our skill players. So that's going to be a big concern, is whether we can get our skill players back healthy or not.
All right, well, Coach, I appreciate you spending time with us on a Friday night, and good luck in your preparations for Marshall County. We hope to talk to you next week, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, that is John Olive, the head coach for Tullahoma.